photo. Okay. We are good. So I think we are live, but waiting just in case until I see myself on the screen before I start chatting. I think we should be live though. Hopefully. Are we still waiting? Oh, good. Thank you. See, that's good. Thank you for letting me know, because my YouTube isn't actually showing anything, which is irritating. So I am going to refresh it and start chatting to you anyway. Good morning. Happy Monday, the 11th of January. Welcome to the, yes, I am live. See, it was my internet that was blowing up. Welcome to day 3, I believe, of this Mindset Reset Challenge. First of all, well done for waking up, getting out of bed, getting your mat. That's frankly half the challenge. Well, you all know the drill. It's going to be relatively gentle morning flow to wake your body up, to wake your mind up, hopefully to give you a little bit of energy for the day ahead. I should probably stand now, otherwise you're not going to see me. If you know that you use props like blocks or straps for your class, you may well have them at the top of the mat. If you are working with any injuries, please be careful. As I said, we're not going to do anything crazy, but you know your body better than I do, so you know, move safely, remove any kind of furniture that you could crash or kick against, and start by standing at the top of the mat. Now if I stand, you're probably not going to see the whole of my body because, well, you know, sadly I'm not in a yoga studio, but find your Tadasana at the top of the mat, feet together, or at least big toes together. You can have a little space in between your heels. You can even have the feet slightly apart if you have lower back issues. Again, be your own teacher a little bit. And start by facing the palms of the hands facing forward. And maybe close your eyes for a moment and land onto your mat. I know you probably just rolled out of bed. So the benefit of practicing first thing in the morning is that you haven't really been attacked by the day yet. So your mind should be hopefully relatively empty and calm. But we're all going through a very stressful time, a very unique, unusual time, and we all need yoga and mindfulness more than ever. And the idea of setting up a new habit, of getting into a habit of practicing every day, even if it is for just half an hour, brings great benefit to your body and your mind, and hopefully you'll keep it going even after we go back to a semblance of normality. So for the next 20, I don't know, odd minute, 28 minutes, whatever, just focus on the way your body feels. Just focus on your mat. Try and ignore everything else around you. Try not to let your mind race ahead. And focus on your breath. So start slowly inhaling through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out of your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out of your nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it one last time. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out of your nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep it going throughout the practice. If you do have an ujjayi breath, you go a bit more seasoned practitioner, by all means engage it. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Make it slightly louder. Build heat in your body. On the next inhale, arms wide, bring them up towards the ceiling. Look to your thumbs, interlace the fingertips and make yourself nice and tall. Really press the big toes in the mat. And exhale, move the arms to the right and push your hips to the left. So find length in the left side of your body. You want to press the outside edge of the left foot into the mat. The head stays behind the forearms. And the next inhale, come back to center, move slowly. And exhale, go to the opposite side. So you're lengthening the spine and you're flexing to the left, pushing your hips to the right. This time, press the outside edge of the right foot gently onto the mat. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, as slow as you possibly can. Start bringing your prayer down through your heart center. Bend your knees and fold forward. Find your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Now you're just walking up, you're probably a little bit stiff. It's cold, so bend your knees. They're made for bending. Don't obsess about straight legs. Stay into your forward fold. For one inhale. And one exhale. Bring your chest as close to the thighs as you can. Inhale, come up halfway. Think about a flat back. Hands can be on the shins. And exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, this time come all the way up. Unroll your spine. Look up to the thumbs, but try to keep the shoulders relaxed. And exhale, bring your prayer back to your heart center. Find a reset. So squeeze the inner thighs together. Really root the feet into the mat. And keep your spine nice and straight-ish, because your spine is not naturally straight. Inhale, again, arms wide and high. Suck your navel into the spine. Use the core muscles. Exhale, as slow as you can. Imagine the air is made of honey. Slowly fold forward. Find your Uttanasana, so hands can be on the mat. Inhale, halfway with a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands into the mat. Big step back with the right foot. Release the right knee. Inhale, find your runner's lunge. So open your chest, come up onto your fingertips. You can untuck the back toes, open the chest. Exhale, plant your hands, tap the back toe, lift the back foot and step the left leg back. You'll find yourself into your high plank. First, bit of real intense core engagement. Squeeze the glutes, suck the navel in, keep going, looking forward. Take a one inhale and exhale, lower your knees. Slowly bend your elbows back and find the mat. Keep looking in front of you, untap the toes, really press the top of the feet into the mat. Squeeze the glutes and on an inhale, you'll find your first low cobra. Don't go too high. Really be kind to your lower spine. Open the collarbones to the front. And on your next exhale, you push your hips back to your heels and find your first child's pose, Balasana. So knees can be wide or slightly closer together. Depends on how your hip joints feel, really. There's no right or wrong way to do child's pose. Extend the arms long in front of you, palms on the mat, forehead to the ground. Take a long inhale and a long exhale. And the next inhale, come forward into your tabletop position. We're going to take a few cat and cow stretches. Inhale, sink your belly, arch your spine, press the hands into the mat, open the chest to the front of the room. And exhale, dome the whole of your back, starting from your lower spine, middle spine, upper spine, and look towards your navel. Keep that core engaged, so keep the belly button really sucked in. Inhale, we go to cow again, arching the spine, sticking your bum up to the sky. Exhale, angry cat or sleepy cat. And come back to center. Tuck your toes, press the hands into the mat and slowly find your first downward facing dog, presumably the first of the day. So feet are roughly hip width apart. Maybe they're flat on the mat. Maybe the heels don't quite reach the mat yet. That is okay, as long as they're drawing down towards the mat. Bend one knee, bend the other. Give the back of the legs a little bit of a stretch. Press all 10 fingertips onto the mat. Almost imagine you want to grip the mat and curl it up, even though you're not actually doing that. Well, depending on what kind of mat you are. On the next inhale, look forward, lift the right foot and very slowly step it all the way to the front, in between the hands. Lower the left knee and tap the left toe. Inhale, find that runner's lunge again. So really open the chest, sink your hips. So come a little out of your left kneecap, so you're more on the top, fleshy part of the thigh. And exhale, plant your hands,
tap the back toe, lift the left foot and bring it to join the right and find your Uttanasana, forward fold again. Inhale all the way up, make yourself nice and tall. And exhale, folding forward, you're hinging from the hips, find your Uttanasana. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, this time you step the left foot back, release the left knee. Inhale, find that runner's lunge, really sink those hips, start finding some length into the front of the left thigh. Exhale, plant your hands, step the right leg back, high plank, straight line. Don't stick your bum out, we're not in a downward dog, keep a nice straight line with your spine. And on the next exhale, release your knees, bend your elbows back into your rib cage, and as slow as you possibly can, find the mat. Inhale, little back bend, your baby cobra, your elbows are tucked in, squeezing the glutes, pressing the top of the feet into the mat. Exhale, tuck your toes, push the heels of the hands into the mat, lift your bum up and back, and find your Adho Mukha Svanasana, your downward facing dog. Second one of the day, might feel a little less tight. Maybe you're still walking your dog a little bit. Still early in the practice, even if it's only an half an hour practice. Eventually, your goal is to find stillness in your downward dog. Every time you come here, you want to hold for however long we're here and really feel the whole back of your body lengthening. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. And at the end of your exhale, look forward, big step forward with the left foot, release the right knee and tap the right toes. Inhale, find your runner's lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, step the right foot to join the left and fold forward. We're going to pick it up a little bit, not too much, it's still going to be gentle. Inhale, arms wide and high. And exhale, fall straight down, find your Uttanasana. Oh, my phone has died. No, my computer's died, that's great. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back with the right foot, step back with your left foot. Find your high plank. Take one inhale. And on the next exhale, lower your knees, bend your elbows and come all the way down. Inhale, find your baby cobra. Keep your elbows tucked into the rib cage, squeeze the glutes together. Exhale, tuck your toes, find your downward facing dog. Take 3 long breaths here and aim for stillness. Imagine with every inhale, you're really lengthening the back of the body. And with every exhale, maybe your heels get slightly closer to touching the mat behind you. Inhale, wrap your triceps away from the ears. And exhale, you're pushing those hips a little bit higher. At the end of your next exhale, you look forward, step the right foot forward, step the left foot forward. Inhale, arms wide and high, make yourself nice and long. And exhale, the prayer travels down to the mat, Uttanasana. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step the left leg back, step the right leg back, find your high plank, move forward with those shoulders so they're really over the wrists. And on the exhale, you have the options to take chaturanga if you're strong and if you feel like it, or you can stick to knees, chest, chin. Entirely your choice. Inhale, find your low cobra or your upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, press the heels into the mat, back to downward facing dog. Take 3 long deep breaths here. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. If you ever need a child's pose, it goes without saying, you can always take it. Remember, it's your practice, nobody else's. So honor your body and the way you feel, and don't feel guilty if sometimes you do need a little break. Take 1 more inhale and 1 more exhale. Look forward to the top of the mat. At the end of the exhale, step the left foot forward, step the right foot forward. Inhale, bend your knees, find your chair. Exhale, stay here, land into your Uttanasana. Squeeze those inner thighs together, energize the whole of your body. Is also called fierce pose, not just chair pose, because it makes you sweat. Because pretty much every single part of your body is engaged here. Take 1 more inhale, and exhale, you're folding forward, finding your Uttanasana. Remember, those knees can still bend if you need to. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Now you choose. You can step back if you're a little bit more seasoned. If you got the energy, you can float back. You can take high to low plank or knees, chest, chin. Again, move at your own pace. Inhale, find your back bend. Can be up dog, can be cobra. Exhale, hips back and high. Downward facing dog. On the next inhale, slowly point the right toes, lift the right leg, using the right glute. Exhale, bend the right knee out, bring the right foot to the left glute, open that hip. Inhale, re-extend the right leg. Exhale, look forward, take a long step to the top of the mat. Stay high on the ball of the back foot. And on that inhale, we find a high lunge. Exhale, open to the right hand side, so not the usual side. The right arm goes back and the left arm goes forward. You're twisting from the thoracic spine, not from the lower spine, not from the lower back. Inhale, find your high lunge again. Exhale, look down, frame the front foot with both hands. Step the right leg back. Your choice of vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or high to low plank. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, open the chest in your upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, press the hands into the mat, core to spine, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, so using the left glute, so use strength rather than momentum. And exhale, bend the knee to the side. Open the hip, bring the left foot to the right glute, but try not to twist the hips and the shoulders to the right, which is normal, we all tend to do that. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, look forward, big step to the front. Stay high on the ball of the right foot. Inhale, slowly come up, high lunge. Try to lean back a little bit. Exhale, open to the left. So the left arm goes back, the right arm extends in front. Both glutes are active here. On the next inhale, you come back, finding your high lunge. And exhale, look down, hands framing the front foot. Step the left leg back, take your vinyasa. High to low plank, knees, chest, chin. If you want to skip it and go straight to downward dog, that is also an option, which is there for you. Eventually, we all meet in downward dog after 3 breaths. If you find that when you start moving a little bit slower, you lose track of your deep breath, maybe take a moment in child's pose or even kneeling. And remember that 4 count breath we did at the top of the mat. At the top of the mat, at the top of the class even. Take 1 inhale and 1 exhale. Now look forward at the end of the exhale when the lungs are empty. Your choice, you can step, or if you got the energy, you can gently float to the top of the mat. Inhale, bend your knees, find your chair. Exhale, stay here, sit a little bit lower, squeeze the knees together, make sure one is not moving in front of the other. Take 1 more inhale, and exhale, slowly fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. You can step back, alternating feet, or you can float back and take your high to low plank. All options are good. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, press the fingertips into the mat. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the right leg high, pointing the toes. Exhale, step it straight to the top right corner of the mat, high on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, move slowly, find your high lunge. Exhale, open to the right hand side, so the right arm goes back, but try not to twist your hips. The left arm goes forward. Inhale, come back into your high lunge. Exhale, open to warrior 2, so flatten the back foot. Maybe you shuffle the front foot a little bit more to the center of the mat to find your alignment in warrior 2. Front heel to the midpoint of the back foot. Arms are nice and wide. Inhale, flip the front palm and reverse your warrior, looking up to the top hand, bend the front knee a bit more. Exhale, start looking down, cartwheel the hands, move onto the ball of the back foot, step the right leg back. You can go straight to downward dog, or you can take your vinyasa with the knees on the mat or with the knees off the mat. It's entirely your choice. Eventually, we all meet in downward dog. Take 1 inhale, One, exhale. And inhale, lift the left leg, squeezing the left glute, pointing the left toes. Exhale, open the left knee to the side. Inhale, re-extend that leg. And exhale, stepping forward to the front of the mat, high on the ball of the foot. Inhale, find your high lunge. Exhale, open to the left side of the room first, so the non-habitual side, look back to the left hand. Inhale, up to warrior one, high lunge. So you stay on the ball of the back foot. And on the next exhale, you open to your warrior two, shuffling the feet if needed. Always remember the feet are not glued to the mat. So most of the times you will need to move them around between asanas, between poses. Inhale, flip the front palm and reverse your warrior, looking out to the top hand. Exhale, do that big windmill movement with the hands, bringing them to the top of the mat, framing the front foot. Step the left leg back and take your vinyasa of choice. Either knees, chest, chin, or high to low plank, or you can just meet us in downward facing dog. If you feel that your arms are tired, maybe your shoulders are a little bit sore, always skip vinyasas, they're not compulsory. Take one inhale and one exhale. And the next inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, look forward, gently step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Release the left knee and tap the left toes. Find your lizard lunge for a couple of breaths. So maybe you rock backward and forward a couple of times, extending the right leg and then bending it again. Listen to your body. It will usually tell you what it needs. Maybe it needs stillness. Maybe it needs a little bit of movement in your hips. And then stay on the hands, or if you've got the openness, maybe you try the forearms for a breath or two. But again, don't force anything, ever. Challenge yourself, yes, that's good. But don't force anything that's painful in life. Let go of what doesn't serve you. You'll probably have seen it somewhere on Instagram or on yogi profiles. Let go of what brings you negative feelings. Now, if you're on your forearms, come back onto your hands. Shuffle the right foot to the center of the mat, so you're not framing it with both hands. Keep the back toes, so out tap the back toes, but don't lift the knee. And slowly we move back and find a half split. So we move the hips back, this sort of hovering over the back knee. And extend the right leg, flexing the right toes towards you. So we feel a nice stretch in the right hamstring after those lunges. It's quite nice to find a little bit of length in the back of the legs, especially now. We're not moving around much because we're locked down, the weather sucks, so the muscles in our legs tends to tighten. Oh, I know what's happening, my computer keeps going to standby, which is not helping. On the next inhale, you rebend the right knee, come forward, press the hands into the mat, lift the back knee. Find your high plank. Now, your choice. You can take a vinyasa, high to low, knees, chest, chin, or you can go straight to downward facing dog. Take one inhale and one exhale. The next inhale, lift the left leg high, pointing the toes. Look forward, exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand and find your lizard. So both hands are on the inside of the left foot. Maybe you're rocking backward and forward. Maybe you find stillness. Try to keep the left knee in, so don't let it splay out. And maybe you come a little bit further forward on your right thigh. So you're not really pressing onto your right kneecap, you're more on the top of the thighs. And then maybe you lower one forearm if it feels good. If not, stay up. If you have blocks or pillows or books or something to lean on, you can also use those. Always a wise idea. And on the next inhale, if you're on your forearms, come onto your hands and shuffle the left foot to the center of the mat. Tap the right toes, but keep the knee on the mat. And gently extend that front leg. Find your half split on the left hand side. So flex the left toes towards you And don't go too low in your half split, especially when you're cold, so be gentle to your hamstrings. Maybe you want to walk your hands a little bit further forward, folding over the left leg. Keep the toes active, so keep them flexed towards you. Take one more inhale. And on the next exhale, rebend the left knee, lift the back knee, so the right one, step the left leg back, and slowly see if you can lower yourself all the way back into the mat. You can lower the knees like I did, or take high to low plank if you got the strength. We're going to take a couple of back exercises here. So we're going to go into locust pose. So squeeze the glutes together, extend the arms forward in front of you, palms facing each other, thumbs facing up. On an inhale, lift everything off the mat. Imagine you're Superman flying over the city. Try not to yank your neck back. Really point those toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Lift your hips side to side. And then interlace the fingertips over your lower back. Maybe you bring the palms together, maybe you keep them out wide. It's entirely up to you and your shoulders. On the next inhale, lift everything off the mat. Squeeze those glutes. Maybe the legs come together and you really energize those inner thighs. Bring the shoulder blades back. Fly a little bit higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release on the mat. Bring the hands back either side of you. The easiest transition of all. You're already on your mat. Just roll yourself over and you find yourself lying on your back. Bring the knees into the chest. Find your happy baby. Maybe your hands reach for the outside of the feet. Maybe for the ankles. Maybe for the big toes. Listen to your body. I won't tire of saying it. Maybe you're feeling like extending one leg and then the other. Maybe you keep your knees bent. And then slowly place the hands on the outside of the thighs. Bring the legs together and find your reverse staff pose. So stay in an inversion for a few moments. Pointing the toes towards the ceiling or flexing the soles of the feet to flatten them against the ceiling. Arms are either side of your body. I'm just going to turn around while you don't see me. I can't see the clock. Enjoy this moment of stillness where, however, your core is engaged. You're really sucking the navel into the spine. So it is an inversion. Traditionally, we tend to finish a yoga class with an inversion. It's a little bit of shot of blood to the head, it's energizing. It's good to go upside down. It doesn't have to be spectacular. It doesn't have to be a handstand or, you know, whatever, a one arm crow. It's good if you have it, it's fun. But it doesn't always have to be like that. So keep breathing slowly and deeply into your belly, not just into your chest, sucking the navel into the spine. You got 5 more seconds here. And then slowly pointing the toes, pressing the palms of the hands into the mat. Start lowering your legs, using your core. How slowly can you bring the legs down onto the mat? The second that you feel a twinge into your lower back, that's your edge, and then lower. If you can hold on until you're hovering the legs like an inch from the mat, that's great. But always on the side of caution, and find yourself lying down, ready for your Shavasana. Any last adjustment that you need to make to your body. If you want a quick supine twist, you can take it. It's a very short class, so we're compressing a lot in 30 minutes. But take any last moment adjustment that you need to take, preparing for stillness, for your Shavasana, which is going to be short, unless you have time to stay here for longer, in which case, of course, you're welcome. But it is the one part of class that should not be cut, because it is what the physical practice leads to. It teaches us to stay still in body and mind. And it is actually not just the most important asana of all, but possibly the most difficult.
We all often fidget. We all tend to let our mind rush ahead because we know that eventually we need to get back to real life. It is challenging to stay still. It forces you to face feelings, sensations, thoughts that maybe sometimes you don't want to face. Stay here for a few more moments if you can. If you need to go, I completely understand. It is 8:31, so for those of you who want to stay in your Shavasana for longer, have the luxury of time, I do encourage you to do so. I am going to guide you out of it gently. So slowly start bringing a little bit of movement back, maybe into your toes, maybe into your fingertips, maybe you wriggle them gently, keeping your eyes closed for as long as you can. So make the transition slow and steady rather than harsh and sudden. Maybe you extend your arms long behind your head and give your body a little stretch. Really pointing the toes, really stretching those fingertips. And then slowly start hugging your knees into the chest, giving them a little squeeze. Maybe bring the forehead to the knees if it feels good, curling yourself into a little ball, and then gently falling to the right hand side, which traditionally is the waking up side. In yoga it symbolizes the sun. It's the waking up, the starting again side. And in your own time, keeping your eyes closed if it feels comfortable to do so. If not, maybe you can just open them very little to a sliver to let a little bit of light in. Find your cross-legged seat at the top of the mat. Hands onto your knees, either facing up or facing down. Again, listen to your body. It will instinctively tell you what is right for you. We're going to close with one long deep breath together, even though we are physically apart. Take one long inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs to the top and then pause there for a moment. And then open your mouth and let everything go. Bring your prayer to your third eye for kind thoughts. Lower it down to your mouth for kind words. And then bring it to your heart center for kind actions. Remember to be gentle towards yourself and others. And give yourself a little pat on the back for making it into the mat today. Because that's, as I said, it's half the challenge. Thank you very much for practicing with me. Any question, you can put them in the chat. You can give me a shout on Instagram. You can ask Mo Yoga, always. And come back tomorrow and 18 days after, and make it into a healthy habit. And together we will all make it through this challenging time. And we'll find each other again in the studio. Thank you very much again. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to stay online for a few moments. So if you want to say hi, say hi. If you need to rush off because you need more coffee or you have work. Hi Greta. Oh, you're one of my people. You're Italian. You're very welcome, I presume, from the name. I'm hoping you feel better now and you're grateful that you rolled out of bed. Hi Lina. Hiya. Hi Anna. You're very welcome. Oh, it's so nice to see people. What names? Because I don't know who you guys are. I don't know where you are. I presume we're all in England, somewhere in London. Hi Louis, I think I remember your name for the previous lockdown. Oh God, like lockdown 1. You're very welcome guys. I hope you feel better. And, have a good day. Look after yourselves. Little things, sometimes those are the ones that matter. And appreciate yourself for doing the little things. Honestly, there are still going to be, hi Annie. Have a lovely day. I'm chatting just to fill the time, just in case some of you are still coming out. Hi Dickies, I hope you enjoyed that. Oh God, well no, I'll never know because my computer keeps going into standby, which is really irritating. Sometimes, it's a little things. Hi Sarah, again, I'm so glad. Hi Jane, I missed that. I am so glad you enjoyed it. Hey Tanya. Oh, I'm so great, thank you guys. Hi Jess, I'm so grateful, thank you. Sometimes I'm naturally hyper, so I teach a lot of power and a lot of vinyasa.
So for me, it's a challenge to move slowly. It's a good challenge. Again, sometimes finding things that you're not used to doing, it's a good challenge for yourself. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. I'm gonna screenshot this and keep it because I'm loving the comments. Hi, Susanna. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. That's so kind. Thank you very much. I hope the cats didn't disturb you too much, because you know, whenever I teach, they've been a little bit hyper. But you know, they become the start of lockdown for everybody. Yeah, see. I am very glad. It's kind of meaningful to doing on a Monday morning, right? It's only the 11th of January. Feels like we've been going through this forever. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, I'm told, and I want to be hopeful. So yeah, keep practicing. If it gives you a reason to roll out of bed and actually get started, that's a great thing. And it will become a habit. I know that's the way it started for me, because you will realize that it makes you feel better. And it gives you that little bit of energy that you need to get through the day. So I am very glad you all made it. I am very glad that you all enjoyed it. I'm gonna take a little shot of this. And for all of you that are still here, have a beautiful day. For all of you who are maybe looking at this, you know, watching this recorded, thank you. And that's it. Have a beautiful day, and hopefully see you soon.